Hey, I'm John Coley with Lake Martin Voice Realty, and I'm here to give you the anatomy of a Lake Martin boat lift. This is a new construction dock, and so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of check out the basics of a boat lift on Lake Martin. First of all, I want to start from the top and go down. As you see, there's a cover on this particular dock, and this is what we call a covered boat lift. So not all of them have covers. You need to check your regulations with Alabama Power and also your neighborhood covenants to see if a covered dock is allowed. But as you can see, this one has a roof, and so that's usually one big question is people ask, well, can my boat fit in this boat lift? And so in order to answer that question, a lot of times you have to see how much or how tall the roof is. This particular one has got plenty of room for almost any kind of boat, but you can see that it's really tall, and so that's what you start out with first. Okay, so the second part is the actual structure and the motors. You can see this one has some beams running this way and that, and so that's where all the weight is hanging. And so the second question you have to answer is the structure itself going to be heavy or supportive enough to support the boat lift? And then obviously you can see this one has two motors, one on each side. That's a pretty popular method. There are some other setups that I see a lot, but this is the most frequent one that I see. Two motors, one on each side, and it'll have two controllers that go up later that haven't been put in yet on this particular one. But those are the motors, and that's how it gets up. It just, each motor spins the pipe, and then the cables ride up, and then when it's time to go down, just the opposite things happen. And the last part of it, I can kind of point over into the air, or what I call at least the bunks. These are these wooden planks you see going the lengthways of the boat. A lot of people ask, well, is my boat going to fit, or what kind of type of setup is this? These can be adjusted, and so if the previous owner had like a pontoon boat and you've got an inboard boat, you're going to need to set up different bunks for that. And so that's if you're buying this new, the dock company can adjust these bunks for your type of boat. Or if you're buying a house that has a different kind, you can get a dock company to come out and adjust them. But basically they'll move those in and out, or they'll raise them or lower them, or they'll have different types just based on what kind of boat you have. Because obviously if you've got a pontoon boat, and there's tri-toons. Is it two pontoons? Is it tri-pontoon? So, but these are, bottom line thing to know is these are very adjustable. You can kind of get them to do whatever you want to do. One last thing to say, and this probably fits into the Captain Obvious category, but you need to make absolutely sure that you're not leaking any electricity into the water. I'm a do-it-yourselfer on some things, and some things I'm not a do-it-yourselfer on, and one of the things that's definitely not a do-it-yourselfer on is electricity and water. So please, please, please make sure that you've got all the proper grounding and you do it all the right way so you're not leaking any electricity into the water. Make sure all your wires and all that sort of thing are handled in the right way. So I do think, though, that boat lifts are a great improvement to any lake house. I always tell people that, if you see those HGTV shows, they talk about home improvements and all that, and getting money back out of the house. I do think that improvements around the water, such as docks and seawalls, are some of the smartest investments that a lake homeowner can do, because we're here for the lake, right? We're here for the water. If you have any questions about your Lake Martin property, I'd love to help you out. I'm John Coley with Lake Martin Voice Realty. Or if you're looking for a lake home or lake property, I'd love to help you out do that too. Thanks a lot.